The silence of the house. The old house swallowed silence. Ria had 2 nights to herself, a grand, echoing space that felt too big for just one person. It was 10:55 p.m., and the only sound was the distant ticking of the grandfather clock. 5 minutes later, the silence broke. Tap, tap, faint, thin, like a pebble dropped on velvet. It was from the main iron gate, far out on the long, winding driveway. Who would visit at this hour? Ria held her breath. Tap, 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 tap. It wasn't faint anymore. It was insistent, measured, and too low to be human. It sounded like something hard and heavy was testing the lock, waiting to be let in. Logic dissolved into a panicked need for solid walls. She sprinted up the spiraling, dark staircase and into her room, slamming the heavy door shut, 2 locks engaged. She huddled against the wall, listening. Silence. Then, a shuddering blow that made the frame jump, dumb. It was right outside, not a knock, but a shoulder, or a fist, hitting the exact center of the door. The sound vibration died away, leaving only her ringing ears. Something moved at the bottom of the door. A long, dirty, almost black finger, tipped with a cracked yellow nail, slid into the gap between the wood and the carpet. It dragged slowly across the floorboards. It stopped. The finger twitched, scratching a single, crude letter into the dust. R. Then, with a quick, slick sound, it pulled back into the darkness. Ria couldn't move. She could only stare at the sign. A slow, wet hiss scraped the silence. It was low, lower than the floor. Ria felt the air grow cold on her legs. The breathing was coming from under the high, antique bed she stood beside. She forced herself to look. In the utter darkness beneath the frame, 2 glowing pinpricks of violent red light blinked into existence. Below them, a wider, paler shape appeared, a faint, awful smile. With a choked gasp, Ria finally lunged for the door, scrambling to unlock the bolt. Before her fingers reached the cold brass, a sudden, cold pressure clamped down on the back of her head, gripping her long hair. The scream caught in her throat, twisting into a sharp, suppressed sob that was immediately swallowed by the thick, soundproof silence of the house.